Hi everybody, I'm Latia and today we're going to talk about Kahoot, which is a form of media that we can incorporate into our classrooms to enhance learning and education. I am currently a student at Vancouver Community College taking PIDP 3240 Media Enhanced Learning, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper into it today. All right, let's get started. Kahoot, a media tool in education. The integration of media tools have revolutionized the way that students learn and engage with content. Kahoot has gained its popularity in a game-based approach, fostering excitement, education, engagement, all in a way that we can evaluate it in our classrooms. Ozdemir proved that there is a significant impact on motivation in the classrooms while using Kahoot. GBL, or game-based learning, incorporates game mechanics and immediate feedback that foster excitement and a little bit of positive competition in our classrooms. Points, timers, leaderboards all contribute to increased engagement. This also leads to the encouragement of the learner gaining a deeper understanding of the topic. How does Kahoot educate and to what level does it educate? In order to do this, we are going to be using Bloom's taxonomy, Cognitive Domain, 2001. Kahoot easily targets the lower order levels of thinking in Bloom's taxonomy, including recall, comprehension, and application. We see this through use of multiple choice, true or false, ordering, or even fill in the blank. Ozdemir reveals that Kahoot exerts a moderate yet significant impact on academic achievement. Licorice states that learning took place in between taking the Kahoot and the discussion that followed. Discussions are really important in our classrooms when we start talking about the more higher ordered levels in Bloom's taxonomy. When we're talking about the lower ordered thinking, we're thinking of remembering. Our quick recall questions are true or false answers. Understanding, showing or demonstrating understanding of the multiple choice question that was asked, and applying the strategy or method that was learned in the classroom to find the correct answer. When we're targeting our more higher ordered questions, we're thinking of analysis. And in order to do this, the student needs to be more involved. And we're talking about allowing the student to bring forward questions that they would like to have on the Kahoot. This gives them a better understanding of what they're asking and why, and making sure it's applicable and relevant to the learning objectives. Evaluation we won't see unless we allow our learners the opportunity to engage in think, pair, share. We can do this through team mode and offering a longer time for students to discuss before the question needs to be answered. This will give them the opportunity to share peer feedback and gain a deeper understanding of the topic at hand. Creation, which is the top of the pyramid, is going to be shown more when the students are developing their own Kahoots. By giving the students the autonomy to design their own questions, it gives them a deeper understanding of the topic at hand. Building confidence in learners to embrace being wrong. Kahoot does this, and in return, we see a development of learner metacognition. Metacognition is vital for students to thrive in college and their careers and lifelong learning. It helps promote autonomy and resiliency. When students improve their metacognitive skills, they are more likely to embrace a growth mindset for mistakes. Kahoot fosters a positive learning experience where being wrong is okay, and it helps them learn that moving forward. How does Kahoot engage learners and participants? There's a moderate level of engagement on this platform. The learner won't be solving those complex problems, but if used appropriately, the learners are going to engage with other participants in discussion during the class. According to Stanford University, strategies such as active learning and collaboration can significantly enhance student engagement in the classroom. Extending the time limit on the questions and allowing a team mode on Kahoot is going to help the learners have that mid-quiz discussion, increasing engagement and discussion with their peers. This is where learners are going to be provided the opportunity to share their knowledge and collaborate and support others' ideas. Northern Illinois University states that creating and building motivation comes with fostering inclusive communities. Encourage students to ask questions and discuss after taking a Kahoot. Find the correct answer together and the underlying reasoning. Kahoot fosters motivation and engagement through gamification, allowing teachers to provide real-time feedback to students and to some extent adapt teaching activities based on the students' responses to the quizzes. Students are also afforded anonymity when playing Kahoot, which decreasing the threat of speaking out in class and allows more engagement during the presentation. How is Kahoot designed to evaluate or assess learning? And how can it be used to assess learning? And during this, we're going to be referring to Bloom's taxonomy. Kahoot is a formative assessment. It asks questions after learned material and gives instant feedback to learners. It clears out any misconceptions during the game. It allows a summary at the end, which assists in the instructor review as a low-stake formative assessment. Kahoot evaluates the recall or knowledge of a subject based on the answering of multiple choice or true or false questions. Learners remember key facts, definitions, and concepts. It allows students to show comprehension or understanding of the subject. Make sure to include questions such as which statement best describes to demonstrate that interpretation of the concept. It's more difficult to evaluate the higher order thinking of Bloom's taxonomy, but it does present opportunities for the learner to engage in the application of knowledge. Having scenario-based questions that ask students to apply a new concept, such as which formula is the correct way to determine mortgage rates. It allows learners the opportunity to analyze or evaluate. Have the student engage in group discussion or think pair share during the question, or open up a conversation after the question has been answered. Creation. Allow learners the opportunity to create and come up with their own Kahoot questions that you can present in the following class.